It's the Ice Report with Tom Casey on 101sports.com.
Tom Casey with your latest online edition of the Ice Report right here at 101sports.com. This week we look back before looking ahead. We look back at week one of the Ken Hitchcock era. The Blues' new bench boss has gotten great results so far. 2 wins, a shootout loss, 5 out of a possible 6 points. And that gets the Blues, as we tape, up to 20th in the overall league's point standings. And that's pretty important, I think, to get into the middle third this early, not even at the quarter pole yet, just through 16 games. I think that's pretty significant. Again, there were great expectations for this team, so 20th overall shouldn't be anything to celebrate with a parade downtown necessarily, but it does show some concrete improvement, again, getting to the middle third of the league. The special teams, the power play, Hitchcock vowed to fix that in one practice. It has gotten a lot better since being restructured. You've got the 3 guys high. You've got guys like Chris Stewart and Jamie Langenbrunner as go-to-the-net guys, and guys like Jason Arnott kind of in the middle with the umbrella formation. While it hasn't gotten great results in terms of a lot of goals, they are moving the puck well once they get set up upon an entry into the attacking zone. If we see more of that, the results are going to come. The puck movement has been very good on the man advantage. They just need to get more goals. And the goals should come if they continue to execute the offense as they have been in many of their man advantages so far. At last check, still with the Devils at the bottom of the league's overall standings, but we are seeing some signs of life, signs of improvement there. The penalty kill, it's getting a whole lot better. Again, its ranking isn't going to bowl anybody over. At last check, 26 overall, but that's up from being dead last in the 30-team NHL. And they have not restructured the penalty kill as they have the power play, but they are starting to see some results there. In that first week, you get shutouts from both of your goaltenders. Of course, Yaroslav Halak 3-0 over the Blackhawks. Brian Elliott 3-0 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Of course, the loss point comes in that shootout defeat against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So not only do you take 5 of a possible 6 points, but you get points in each test against 3 of the very best that the NHL has to offer right now. Turning the page and looking ahead, the Detroit Red Wings have won 4 straight, going into a head-to-head matchup with them on Tuesday night at Scott Trade Center. That's going to be a great test. Jimmy Howard has played well in goal. Does Hitchcock go back to Brian Elliott? Brian Elliott, of course, a shutout in the team's most recent performance. Halak has been very good as well, so a good decision-making process to have there for Hitchcock. After the Detroit game, a Florida Panthers team comes to town on Thursday night. Florida has played really well. They've gotten points in 8 of their last 10 games. They've got 8 wins overall, and things are trending upward for Kevin Dineen's team. Kevin Dineen, a rookie head coach behind the bench for the Florida Panthers, who might be a little bit of a surprise early on in the 2011-2012 campaign. Blues Week will conclude on Saturday night when they go back to St. Paul and take on a Minnesota Wild team that they fell to on November 5th by a score of 2-1. They're in that game. Halak played well, but not well enough for the Blues to win. That was actually the last game in the Davis Payne era before they made the coaching change. So that's what things look like. The first week for Hitchcock and company, very, very good results. We'll see what the second week brings and review that next week right here on 101sports.com.